Hi there, it's Jen, and it is Friday, June 28th. I can't believe it's almost the end of June. Happy long weekend to you. If this is your first time watching, my name is Jenn Tinline. I've been a Stampin' Up demonstrator for over 21 years, and I make a project here every Friday about 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you miss the live, you can always come back and catch the replay. So just let me know how you're watching. That'd be great. And what I like to do first is I like to do a draw for the card that I made last week. So last week I made this card using a bundle that will be in the next mini catalog. So you want to make sure you're on my newsletter list so you hear about that mini catalog and when to get it. I'll just put a little thing up here so you know how to grab my newsletter. So this was made with the Wintry Trees bundle. So I made this card here and I'm going to do a draw for it. So all you have to do is like, comment, or share my post, and then you're automatically going to be in the draw. I see Nicole and Vila there. Hello, hello. Okay, so let me just jump to my shared screen here and we'll do the draw. So automatically what happens is if you like, comment, or share, you're in the draw. And here we go. As long as you're Canadian and not a demonstrator, you can win. So let's see who we get to come up here today. Just grabbing a pen. Philippa, you fit that bill. Oops, I don't have a little ticket here on this one. Here we go. Philippa, you won this from last week's live. That was, I was going to write down October. Oh my goodness, June 21st, 24. So there we go to Philippa. Congratulations. So again, to get into this week's draw, all you have to do is comment, like, or share what I'm doing. So without further ado, Nicole says the volume is a little quiet. Okay, thank you for that, Nicole. Tell me if that's better. Hopefully that turns it up a little bit. Plus I'll just talk a little louder too. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to work with today. This one here, Cutest Onesie. It is one of the many bundles, and it is, I'll just take that banner off just because it's distracting. One of the many bundles that's on sale. So normally a bundle comes with a stamp set and a die or a punch. It's the dies that are on the sale, and this one does as well. It's a cute little stamp set with a cute little die set. So there's a die set that cuts out this little onesie, and then there's four extra little pieces of dies, pocket, something that says 1, 2, 3, a hanger, and a little rattle. And then there's a bunch of cute images here. It says, congratulations, a big welcome to your new baby, or sweet boy, sweet girl, wishing you lots of joy. So, you know, when you need a baby card, this is pretty cute for one. So the bundles are normally 10% off when you get the stamp set and dies together, but they're an additional 10% off this bundle, but only until June 30th. So just a couple more days. So I'm going to work with this. A friend of mine's son had a new baby boy, so I'm going to make a baby boy card. So I'm going to use blues. So I don't know if that's correct or not anymore, but that's what I want to use. You could use any color, and of course, if you didn't know if it was boy or girl, you could use, you know, a nice, our new peach would be perfect, that kind of stuff. So let me start with the paper that I'm going to use here. And let me know if that volume is any better, you guys. Yes, that's better. Okay, good. I must have had my phone turned down. So I'm going to use paper that you might not expect here for a baby boy card. This is that beautiful flower paper that I did, I think, 2 weeks ago. It is called Wildly Flowering. So it's got all these pretty, pretty floral designs. But on the back, let me just move this aside now that I've pulled it all out, is nice texture. So check this one out. It is really got a nice texture, like a woven texture, almost like a piece of material. So I thought that will be perfect for us to do some stamp piecing paper. I'm just lighting down here a little bit. Paper piecing is what I want to call it. So I'm going to take my Memento ink, the black, and ink up the little onesie here. And I'm going to stamp it right here. How cute is that? Ta-da! So it really looks like it's on a piece of material. And then I'm going to bring in my little baby machine here. Paulette says, happy Canada Day and long weekend, everybody. Yes, and to you too. What are you doing for Canada Day? Anything special? And I'm going to get the die for this and the little pocket. And I'm going to set this up here. We are having a big birthday party for my dad's 84th birthday. So I have a whole bunch of family members coming over. Now, unfortunately, it's tomorrow, which is looking like rain here in Kingston, but we'll still do it. So I'm going to add that and add the little pocket in there. This tape that I'm using is this stuff here. I've showed it to you before. It's removable tape. You can go on my website, stampwithjenn2ns.com. It's under products and Jen recommends. It's just tape that will peel off, which is why I love it. You could just very carefully lay this on here, but I don't trust myself. So the other thing you need to know with this little baby machine is you need to sort of have an E happening here. So the capital E, I don't know if you can see that. So the two udder plates are higher than this other lower plate, and that just allows it to grip better. Okay, so here we go through the machine. I always like to go back and forth. Not necessary, but for one, it ends up back at me, and for two, if there was any sticky parts, it will definitely die cut that. So let's just move the machine out of the way. And here's the little pocket piece. How cute is that? And then this piece. Okay, and I'm going to put these both back in here right now before I lose them. And I like to keep the tape and just reuse it. And I still got lots of little paper there that I can use. It's cute on the other side too. In fact, I don't want to forget at the very end. Someone remind me, because I actually have the start of another card that is a different gender. So, okay, so I'm using for dies, these ones here, you've seen me use them before. They're called Stylish Shapes. So what I did was I cut out a circle. It's also got some nice stitching around the edges, so I quite like that. And I cut out a banner from that same set, so one of these. And what else did I cut out ahead of time? I guess that's, oh, and I cut out this cute little hanger from the stamp set, from the die set too. Look how cute that is. Okay, so, oh, and the last thing I did ahead of time was I used this folder, a cane weave 3D embossing folder, and I put it through. Now I'm going to give you a tip here. I'll show you what it looks like first. Very pretty, almost looks like fabric as well. So yeah, so I made it look similar to the actual onesie. Hello to Eileen as well. So when you use something like this that kind of has an up and down, what you want to do is line your paper up against this line here, like that, so that it will be straight. That's how you ensure it'll be straight. Okay, so then I put it through. So because this won't fit on the little machine, I just pre-did it again on the big machine already. So I move that aside, and then I've got my card base here, which is just a regular half of an 8.5 by 11, cut what I call hamburger style. So it's the short and fat version of the card. Okay, and then I've got these two papers. This is 5 1/4 by 4, but when you put it through an embossing folder, it does shrink a tiny, tiny bit. And then I cut this one just like 2 ticks bigger than 5 1/4 and 2 ticks bigger than 4. So I've got here a really tight border. So you can see that. I just wanted a hint of that darker blue. This paper is the Misty Moonlight, but there's a bit of darkness in it, so I figured I could get away with it. Now this is one time that I'm going to use a liquid glue, and that's just because I want to be able to wiggle this into the right place. I'm not normally a liquid glue person, just because I find that can be quite messy, and that's why I love the double-sided tape. But I know a lot of people love liquid glue. And this is one of those times where I will love it too, because see, if I put that down with seal and I didn't get it quite right, I couldn't do a wiggle. And you only get a few seconds to wiggle it into place, because then it starts to cement. But now see, that's perfectly positioned. Ta-da! Very nice embossing folder, Vila says. Thank you. Like I created it myself. Okay, so I'm going to take this little piece and the congratulations from the set, and I'm going to stamp on there. In fact, I think, well, I've got this here, I'm going to stamp on the inside too to give it a second to dry. And I'm going to stamp an inside greeting on here. Wishing you lots of joy. And there's a cute little wee heart inside the stamp set too that I'm going to just add that in. Ta-da! And then that'll have a few minutes to dry. While I do this, And I can't remember if I inked it already, so we'll ink it again. I love the photopolymer for stuff like this. Little wee greeting on a little wee thing. Perfect. Okay, so put all that there. I'm actually going to clean it. I don't always clean it in front of you guys. I just have a big mess after, but because I want to actually finish the card that I have off to the side here, I'm going to give it a clean wipe. So this is the Stampin' Scrub. Not the Stampin' Scrub. It's not that. It is, and I forgot what it's called already. You guys know, you probably know what the name of it is. Tell me if you know the name of it. It's foam and it's awesome. Mine's all stained, but as long as you rinse it and the ink comes out, the stain is fine. And it's just slightly damp. It is the foam. Is it foam? Oh my God, isn't it funny how I'm drawing a complete blank on what it's called? Anyways, okay, so I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to take linen thread and I'm going to wrap it like this. So first of all, I'm going to leave a nice long tail and then I'm going to wrap it around. I'm just going to do it twice. I did it 3 times on my sample. I don't think it makes much of a difference. I'm going to get my ribbon scissors and I'm going to tie it here in a knot. See if you guys are saying chamois. Yes, Nicole, and yes, Eileen, it's the Stampin' Chamois. I knew it started with an S. Thank you. That's what it is. It's a chamois, and it's great for cleaning stamps. Okay, so I cut mine in half. I don't know if you saw that. I have 2 of them in that case. A big one that I sometimes use for my fingers, and then a small one I cut in half to use for my stamps. Now I cut this way too long because I'm totally overcompensating because my first one I cut way too short and I had to tie an extra piece around there because I cut it so short. So I'll show you all that in a minute. So where did I put my double-sided tape? Here we go. And here we go. And then this is going to go on the front. I don't have that many baby cards to give anymore, you know, but this is a friend's son. So there we go. They're of the right age to be having babies. So every once in a while, you just need a baby card, right? So I'm going to stick that on there, a nice circle. And then I'm going to stick this on here. But first, I'm going to find that cute little hanger. Please don't tell me it got lost. There it is. So what's really fun about this die cut is it cuts a little slit in there. So I can actually take the hanger. I don't know if there's a right and a wrong way on this hanger. Let me have a look. Oh, maybe that's the right way. So I'm going to do it from the back because I did it from the front before and I had to kind of bend it. So I'm going to slide it up through the back there, like that. How cute is that? Okay, so like that. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals to help hold that on. Like so. Oops, that one's sticking out too far. And then another. There we go. That should be enough. Do you guys have any baby cards you need to send? It would also be nice too if you did a gift for somebody and you included a bunch of different cards. I need my take a bit tool to get all that off. A bunch of different kind of cards they might need. So maybe baby cards would be one of them. So maybe you wouldn't personally use them, but maybe somebody you give them to would use them. Or maybe you have grandchildren or great-grandchildren. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. Now, my original one, you'll see the strings were really close together. And so if I put that on there, it was going to rock a little bit. So right here at the front, it might rock. So I'm going to take my scissors here and I'm going to just cut a piece of edge here off the dimensional. I don't know if you know you can do that. You can just take that and I'll put it on the top or the bottom just so it goes around the string. And then the other ones, I think it's going to go in the middle, so it'll be okay. There we go. Again, nails are too long, so I can't peel them properly. Okay, so let's put that down here. I'm going to move that over just a little smidge so it doesn't go off the edge of the card. Okay, this is it so far. It's cute, isn't it? And I like the crumb cake tied in with the twine there. It's just, those are nice colors together. Okay, where's my cute pocket? Let's add the cute pocket. And for that, I'm going to add my black dimensionals because it's a dark color, so I don't want the white to show through. So I'm going to grab a little one. And yes, we sell the black dimensionals. They come in a mixed pack. So I'm going to put that little pocket on there. Actually, I did a little bit of coloring on my original one around the edge of that, so I'll show you that too, and you can see. How cute is that? Cute, cute, cute. Paulette says chamois. Yes, chamois. So we're going to add, we still need to add some bling, even though it's a boy card, and I don't typically add bling on boy cards. We are going to add a little bit. I like these. These are new. They're adhesive back metallic gems. And so there's like a silver and a gold and a bronze small, and then the same with the large. So they're kind of, let me just hold it up so you can really get a good look at that. So they're kind of faceted almost. They really look like hardware, so I thought they were more masculine looking. So I'm going to grab this, no, I'm going to grab a gold one like I did before because the crumb cake has got like a gold twinge to it. I'm going to put it right there where the little snaps are for the onesie. These are the small ones that I'm using. So there we go. I think that looks good like that. Look how cute that is. Cute, 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 cute. Okay, so let me show you this one, and then I'm going to pull in a different one. So this one's almost identical. Oh, I know what I totally didn't do on this one. And I'll show you here so you can see it. On this one, first of all, my pocket is crooked. That won't do. Move it over there. And actually, I think I can still do it on this one. I'm going to take my Misty Moonlight marker. Actually, I'm going to take the bullet tip, and I'm going to color just the edges of the sleeves here. Can you see the difference here with this one and this one? This just pops a little bit more. And the edge here. This is the new markers. I don't know if you can see that bullet tip. Let me put my hand there. It's quite pronounced bullet tip. This is just, whoop, sorry, the Stampin' Up markers. And they have a nice bullet tip. I could use, I guess, my blends as well. But I had these handy, so there we go. Okay, so other than that, they're identical. This one's got 3 strands of twine wrapping around, and then I did tie a bow on top because I didn't leave long enough of twine. So this one's a little more secure maybe, but other than that, they're pretty much identical. I did take a marker and run it around the edge of this pocket, so it maybe pops a little bit more, but other than that, they're the same. So this is how far along I am with the pink version of this. So check out the little baby romper. So that's from that beautiful floral paper. So I just cut it right out of like a flower, and then I did use the Moody Mauve to trim out the little baby thing. And I'm just looking to see if I had another hanger, and I don't. So there's going to be no hanger on this one. So let me just grab some dimensionals again, put this one on. And I actually think that wheat color right there that's showing on the back of this one would be super cute too, as maybe more of a neutral color for a baby, like if you didn't know what the baby was. I mean, it does have flowers on it, but so you'd have to decide. But lots of designer series paper would work for this technique, which is called paper piecing. Basically stamping on the designer series paper and then cutting it out, and it gives it nice texture. So there we go. And then I need a banner, which I did cut a second one out. Let's just move this one because we don't need it. And I've got my Moody Mauve here. And I've got the congratulations. This one I did do 3. I see that. And I also tied the bow on the right-hand side. I can see that I've done that differently too. So tell me which way you like it better. Do you have a preference? So let's do this in the Moody Mauve. The other thing I didn't do on this card here is I didn't add an extra layer because I didn't want to go so dark with that color. Like this one here, I pulled in Night of Navy with the Misty Mauve. I'm making up color names now. Misty Moonlight. But I didn't want to pull in a really dark color. I wanted to still keep it kind of light. That is a difference as well. So again, I'm going to grab the edge of this here to, let's see here, the edge over here, add that on. And then I'm going to look at your comments there in just a second. Okay. I Nicole likes the mini hanger. Yeah, it's super cute. I wish I cut another one out, but that would make you guys wait longer. I suppose I can probably always add it in after on there. So I'm going to put this one here. It's riding a little bit on the ribbon. Maybe you want to have to move that ribbon after a little bit just to make it stick so it doesn't rock. You know what I mean? So there we go. So wow. Okay, so tell me, you like the hanger better? We decided. Do you like it better on this on the left or the right? Do you have a preference? Do you like the colors? What do you think? So super cute. I love the patterning on this one. Oh, I didn't do a pocket for this one. I thought that I had that one out, but it's obviously missing. I'll add a pocket. This will all go on my website eventually too, but I love this one. The cute little pattern on there. Super cute. That's the one where I colored the extra. This is the one that I just did with you guys. You could also just, oh, I'm going to do something here and cross my fingers I don't mess it up. You could also just do a little line across the pocket. There we go. That's cute too. Okay, so now I'm going to put that one there. Okay, I just see what you're saying. The hanger just sets it all off. It does. I really need to get another one. And you know what it is too? I mean, I'm glad you said that because it's also about the colors, right? So my card base is white, which I often like to do a white card base because then it's easy to write on the inside, right? So like we did on this one. And the other thing too is usually you have a neutral on the card of some sort, but because my thing here is dark and this is darker, having the white and the white really kind of pulls it together. So I think that's what's missing on this one is a little bit of white there. This is not a hanger, but pretend you see just adding that bit of white there really brings through that white color. So okay, guys, that is all I have for you today. Oh, that's a very close up. So thank you very much for joining me, whether you watched me live or whether you're going to watch the replay later. And I wish you all a wonderful, happy Canada Day and long weekend. Enjoy. I'll be back here again next week. Take care. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.